Oh boy, I have not streamed in forever. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Let's get in a good position for this. And I want to do that spicy draft. Limited. Mixed Magic 30. Mixed Premier Draft. I'm doing it. We're doing it. Alright. Let's hope it is something tasty. I don't want that as my sleeves. Why would that be my sleeves? Alright, so we're going to do this until Jordan gets here. And then once Jordan gets here, then we're going to move on with our lives. And do something else. So, we're ready. I'm ready. Happy Friday. Almost Halloween. That's why I'm wearing my orange shirt. Because I'm a pumpkin. Okay, Hallowed Fountain, that's always good. So gates are in this. Humans are in this. That's interesting. Destroy. Cat Warrior. Oh, I do like Cloud Raider Sphinx. Night Squad Commando. If you attacked. Okay, so it's basically as raid. Blitzskis. Whenever they're in the battlefield, gets +1/+1. Honey Mammoth is good. I mean, I kind of want to just take the land because that seems. That seems cool. I've already got a full set of it. Imperious Oligarch. It's pretty nice. I mean, removal is cool with Flame Discharge. I like the Sphinx. But, I mean, dual lands. This is only good if we get gates. I'm taking the rare, everybody. Let's see if we go blue-white. Blue, white, blue. Retribution, Snakeskin Veil, Divination is alright. Tap 2 things. This is kind of cool. I like that it's an instant versus some of the other ones in the past. Bloodfell Caves, so you're a dual land that's not a gate. So I'm glad I didn't take the gate guy. The Gate Guardian. Alright. Looks for shrines. Okay, there's just like all sorts of stuff thrown in here. We most likely will take the ambush. It's kind of like removal. I don't want to take opt. I don't want to take that. Waltzer's kind of cool. Markov Waltzer. Waltzer White. I think I like Frostveil Ambush because even if we don't go blue, we can still cycle it. So let's go with that. Let's do the ambush. Ambush. What are these packs? They've got question marks all over them. Alright, let's put me over here actually. Out of the way. Adam's in the way. Bounce. So we've already got kind of like a tempo thing going on. Enchantment Monk. Just a 2/3. Excavation Elephant. Just a regular old counter spell. I like how they're just like, what's the most confusing way we can make this? Hey, let's just have it have an additional cost like red spells instead of having it cost 3 normal. I mean, I guess it gets around things so you could like flash it back and then you still have to pay it. It just seems kind of weird. Power Stone Shard. Ooh. I like it. No, I think we go with the tempo play with Exclusion Mage. We're gatekeeping today. +2/+2, or some counters, pump the team, just a 3/1 dude. This one's kind of nice. Flying Lifelinker. Bing, 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 bing. Ramp if we have other artifacts. Otherwise, it's just junk. I think we go with the old flyer here. Combat Trick. I mean, no. Let's go Combat Trick. Let's go Combat Trick. Ooh, Go Shintai of Wisdom. I am taking that. What else is good in this pack? Iganjo Exemplar is pretty nice. Prying Eyes, instant speed, draw 4, discard 2. Scouting Surveyor. That one's kind of nice. Puts into your hand though, which is lame. If I'm paying 3 mana for a ramp spell, I want it to ramp me. I really want you to ramp me. Ramp me, Parmesan. Don't ask. I don't have an answer. Lands. I mean, I like the card. I really like the card. But if we're gonna win, we're gonna counter, or we're gonna mill them out. Manolith. See, there's a colorless ramp spell. This one's better. That's just weird. I mean, I guess you want more. More is better. But no, we're gonna take Petitioners. I wonder if there's other advisors. Because you just have to tap 4 untapped advisors you control to have mill 12. Can we find more? Okay, this lots of the offer you can't refuse, but I'm refusing. Shovels a graveyard in their library, draw a card. I could see that being good. Snapping Drake, a flyer. We didn't take the flyer earlier, did we? What are we taking? So we took the pump spell. Binding. I do like binding. I feel like this is better. It's removal, whereas this is... I don't know what it is. It is win the game through taking more time than ever. Waiting on this. I do like the art on this. In the background, you got the mask. A little shouldered like mask. I think it was shouldered. Was it shouldered? Who has that mask? You're a wizard. Slime bind. Scrivener. This is the basic Scrivener. It's not the 4-mana Scrivener. Scrivener. Or wait, how did they did something in the one Redux. We'll take the Savant. And here, flying. Draw and discard. I think I'd like the ability to draw and discard at some point. So, that's good. Shrine Steward. I didn't see any gates. Did they mean to put gates instead of these? And then they put that? That would be hilarious. They're like, who programmed this in? You're fired. Okay, that wouldn't be that funny. Somebody losing their job. That's not funny. It's hilarious. Okay, it's not hilarious either. That just taps him down. We'll take the prototype. Probably not gonna play the prototype. Rafter Demon. Let's just take what I have less of. Ooh, Yargle. I have come to Bargle. Yeah, let's throw you in the sideboard. Who knows? Maybe we'll throw Yargle in there. Just a little Yargle splash. A little dash of Yargle. Most likely gonna splash red if we splash anything. Red and blue go together well. Red and white go together well. I saw a few red and white things. Markovian. Oh my goodness! I guess I couldn't refuse it. We're taking it. Ooh, planar cleansing. I do like a board wipe that gets rid of everything. Other cards I like in the pack. Pixie. If we were rolling dice, yes. I mean, we're gonna take the planar cleansing. Splashes. We've got land. Built to smash. Built to splash. I think Lightning Strike would be the best thing to splash. Okay. Whenever you surveil, I haven't seen any surveil cards yet. Yarok's Fenlarker, good card, but double black, so not gonna happen. Pegasus gives things flying. Convolute is kind of nice. It's basically just a regular counterspell. Amass 3, interesting. The top 4, maybe blah, 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 put a creature or enchantment. Ooh. Convolute. I don't. The only reason I don't like Thought-Bound Phantasm is because it is. I haven't seen any Surveil stuff. We're very unlikely to get any Surveil. Okay, Divine Smite. Target creature, planeswalker phases out. If it's black, exile it instead. I do like a slide requisitioner. Vine Gecko. I haven't seen any kicker, have we? That's probably decent enough. As long as their turn is first strike. Equipment. Maybe the Marauder's Axe is good enough. I think we just want stall tactics. We're gonna take the dude, the big dude. Look at him. Look at him. I'm picking him. He's a gigantic Leviathan crab, and he's legendary. What's not to love? Oh yeah, I should probably. Boom. Oh boy. I really don't. Return target tap creature to his owner's hand. That's kind of nice. Give him flying. I think the only other option in this one would be the Queen's Commission. I haven't seen any lands worth splashing or doing a Field of Ruin. Cerulean Drake is cool. Maybe you cast an instant sorcery that targets only him. And copy. So this is What's-Her-Face before she was What's-Her-Face. But only for instant and sorceries. By the Villain's Lair, counter or draw 2. That's pretty nice. I don't know, I think that this is pretty sweet. Whenever... Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we'll go with the Cerulean Drake. Exile target creature or planeswalker. It's black or red. Scry 1. That's good. Energy to do some stuff. Wings of Hubris. If you burn your wings flying too close to the sun, as long as you win, you're good. I kind of like Theorist. Because we're not... There's no guarantee we're going to go with black or red stuff. Let's go with Theorist. Portal of Sanctuary, return target creature you control, active only during your turn. That could be useful. Fragmentize, that could also be useful. Let's just draw a card. I like Portal. We have things that we can use. Again. Ooh, Aura spells cost 1 less. Are we finding our way? Venture into the dungeon. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Throw it in the sideboard. We will take the giant axe. Okay, it's not giant, but it's an axe. It axes things. Oh, chop chop. Little giant axe swing. Fine. Wow. Thing is gigantic. I have 0 of them. Go into my sideboard. Look at that. Now I've got 1 of you. Eat your heart out. But I don't wanna. Beam Splitter Mage, I did want to try you out. Let's throw you in the deck. Boom. Now I can think about you too much. Think about you too much. I got my water. Alright. It's 6 o'clock on the dot. Bang 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 bang. Boing, 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 boing. Where are you, Jordan? It's okay. The draft's not even kind of over. We've still got many games to lose coming up after this. Eidolon of Philosophy. Get out of here, Bone Splinters. We don't want you. Okay, tempted by the Auric. Gain control of a target creature or planeswalker with mana 3 or less. I mean, that's good. Secret Keeper could be nice. Hum diddly hum 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 hum. Yeah, I've been tempted. I have been tempted by the Auric. Cryptic Serpent, good. Augury Raven, good. Good. Okay, all these things are good for us. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand, exile it. You may cast it, and then cast it. That's cool. I think Cryptic Serpent is best. Then we could take Covetous Urge. I mean, that's probably gonna wheel. It's got 4 pips. Beep 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 beep. All right, you're in the deck. You're out of the deck. And you're probably out of the deck. Gourmand. I tried building a deck with that. It was not the best. Not doing Quarian Dryad, though she is good. Crested Herdcaller, also good, especially if we're going to be bouncing stuff back to our hand. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Each player mills 2 cards. I mean, that could be decent. An Aquifer. Yeah, let's take the bounce spell. Target player mills 5 cards. That is a compelling argument. Look at the top 2 cards, put it on your hand, the rest in your graveyard. Lifelink. I do like the Chorister. Hey, gonna mill you out today. I think we want to stick with the mill plan. Sticking with the mill plan. Okay. Environmental Sciences, nice. Unruly Mob is nice. I think we take the Sciences. Yes. Alright. Arcane. Ooh, look at that. We got a learn card. And we've got a card to learn for. +2/+2, untap it. Draw a card. Taking the subtraction. Disposal Mummy. That could be useful. Or the Gearsmith. I feel like being able to get rid of something from their graveyard is probably better. They've got cards from all of, like, Historic right now, from what I've seen. So, and then it's just a matter of weeding out what we don't want. I don't think we're gonna have a lot of artifacts. Maybe we will. That's going to the sideboard to get with our card. Hey, you're really not that great, Headwater Sentries. Devious Cover-Up is good. Counter. Both of these are counter spells. This one puts the things back. This one might be useless if we have nothing in our graveyard, so I think we can take the Cover-Up. That's just a 3/2 for 3. Secret Keeper, I want. I think that was a wheel. We're on pick 9, so yeah, that was a wheel. It was a wheel, kind of wheel. It's the wheel deal, man. I like it way too much. I got my hand in my clutch. I'm gonna. Alright.
What you do?
I'm drafting right now.
Hey,
What are you doing?
I just got done watching your video.
Yay!
I like the bench warmers reference.
Bench warmers.
I just got a sign that said I am 12.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I didn't have any lyrics about the bench warmers, but yes, I did have that.
Pretty sure that's from that movie.
It was.
Yeah. Did you make that sign?
Yeah, I made that sign. And then, yeah, she had the choice of either I'm a princess or I am 12. And she's like, I'm taking this one. Aaron can have the princess one.
I thought it said Prince, but
Well, it did say prince. I mean, there was more letters after it, but, you know. Maybe he covered him up on purpose.
it was kind of hard to see his sign generally.
Yeah, I just kind of threw that in there. I was like, you guys don't look like kids at all. You don't have costumes, so let's just give these to you. Like,
Yeah. Get on your knees.
Get on your knees.
Let me look down on you.
Yeah. And hey, I think it came out pretty good. It's really hard to like line up the mouth movements. Like I understand like when when people are doing a song backwards and they're like, oh yeah, it's really hard to get like the your mouth to move, like to look like you're singing the words and you're singing backwards, even though you're saying it backwards or whatever. But it's also hard to get it to line up when, you know, it's just hard to get it to line up.
Was Aaron doing all the filming?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
It was like, who's filling in this pumpkin field or corn maze / pumpkin patch?
Yeah, that's the one up off of what is it called? I think it's called Bellwether Farms, something like that. It was a nice little place. I want to go there again before it closes down for the year.
Where's it at?
It is up. Like if you went to like the Walmart in Bellingham, it's like you just follow that road and then eventually you get there. If you want to watch what I'm doing, I'm streaming right now actually. Jordan.
Just a second. Just a minute.
Because right now I'm making my draft deck and probably gonna lose a bunch. They have a specialty draft going on for their 25 years of Magic or 50 years of Magic, whatever the number of years of Magic it is. And it's
like out of different sets or something.
Yeah, they have like all the different sets that are available on MTG
So, yeah.
Arena.
You just have to make a deck as you go. You can't really plan what you're gonna make.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a draft where you pick one. They have the packs are just mixed up of all the stuff, and so you pick one and you move it around.
From like every set ever.
Yeah. So,
So,
one of the cards in the first pack was I took the rare land, but one of the cards was just like, oh yeah, it's one of the gate cards, so you'll gain life for every gate you have. And I was like, I don't know if there's gonna be like a lot of gates available, and I was right. There was like hardly any gates.
Yeah, I mean, if it's, I don't know. Is it just one set per draft, or is it a bunch of sets per draft?
It's a bunch of sets. Like, I did the draft. I'm gonna put my headphones on. One sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one draft, but it's like all the cards. It's like everything. Why did it not connect my headphones?
Black Lotus.
All right, talk again, Jordan.
Talk.
Oh, it's just on both. Interesting. Okay. Or wait, talk again? That's weird. So your voice isn't going through my headphones. It's going to my other thing. Let's switch that real quick. Settings. Voice and video, I think. Output. Headphones. Oh, that's not the right headphones. Headphones. Okay, now talk.
Talk.
Hi, you're talking. I can hear you.
Right.
So I was thinking we could play Gloomhaven. If you're down to play Gloomhaven.
Sure. I was assuming that's what you were gonna ask to play, because I don't think there's really any other multiplayer games that we both have.
Yeah.
Or besides the Pokemon thing.
Or Borderlands 3. I could always re-download that real quick. I don't want to do that.
I think we did. I think we did most of what we intended to do for that.
Yep.
I mean, I guess the only other stuff I would need is to do side stuff. But
I think we even did most of the side stuff, though.
I don't think we did that much like DLC.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I meant DLC.
Okay. Okay.
But also, I don't know if I had that much DLC, and the ratings for the DLC on Steam were
pretty
awful.
bad. Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know if I need to really.
Okay, I think I'll get rid of that artifact from the deck.
And yeah, just if we were to.
You want to see me lose this real quick?
Oh yeah. Been waiting
or do you want to just hop right into some awesome... Oh, whoops. Let's go. Okay, Magic 30. 30 years of Magic. See, 25, 50, 30. I knew it was in there somewhere.
Intended for mature audiences.
What is my stream?
Yeah.
Yep. Just in case any of you guys want to drop an F-bomb, I'll be like, whoa!
I need to turn off the sound on Twitch because it's looping.
Oh, yeah. I like to mute it. No, that's why I put my headphones on, is because I didn't want to have me hearing you to go into my microphone. Because, I mean, it's pretty good at not picking up too much of the background noise, but it still does. Because it's pretty, directional, but it's not foolproof. So anyway, yeah, so it's this weekend we kick off a year-long celebration of Magic, culminating in the game's 30th anniversary. And MTG Arena is getting on with the action with Mixed Up Draft, featuring mixed together cards from many different sets in every pack. All players who enter will receive a special sleeve. And then you'll show down with cards from all across the game's history.
So, do the packs have just all the cards from one set, or are all the cards mixed in each pack?
All the cards mixed.
In every pack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was from one set, it'd be kind of nice if it had oh yeah, this pack is Alara and this pack is Innistrad. That would be a little bit
mixed
easier.
With shards and a bunch of other stuff in one pack.
Yeah, this one had Ixalan, whatever the monster plane was, and M20 all in one pack. It's kind of cool.
That's pretty fun, actually. I like randomness and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That's that way you can't plan ahead of time of what you want,
Yeah, I mean you can try to force things, oh yeah, I want to go force colors, I guess, but you can't really force archetypes in that. It's just
certain people would win every time because they know You know, every single card in every
Oh, I know it
in
all.
in a certain set. So it's
I
like
know
they always
everything.
they like always have the advantage. But I mean, they would probably still have the
I
advantage
should
a
probably
little
take
bit.
this
But
card out of the deck. I don't have a lot of creatures. I planned on having a lot of creatures, and then I started taking more instants and sorceries. I kind of don't like that guy. They've got Psy, Master Thopterist.
what does he do?
Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. And then you can pay 2 to sacrifice 2 artifacts to draw a card. And he's got 3 artifacts. What a jerk. 4 artifacts. What is this guy doing? He's gonna beat me. Don't do it. Don't win. But I've got a legendary crab. What's he gonna do about that? He can't do anything about that. It's a crab. It's a
Try to hit
legendary.
your weak point for massive damage.
Probably. I do have my, what do you call it on? I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Physics on. Because, I mean, you gotta put on a show. I've even got a ledge behind me that I had installed just in case I felt like going all Kaiba on him.
I'm going to kill myself if you don't let me win.
Exactly. Alright, I think we gotta get rid of you. You're a real pain in my tuchus. 4. Okay. Swing in with the crab. Destroy you! Boom. Cherix, the Raging Isle. That's right, he's a crab that Zendikar seas are deeper than anyone can fathom. Oh no, he destroyed my thing without even flinching.
Without even a second glance.
Wait, how did he do that? Where is... Oh, the aviary mechanic, that's what it was. Arg. Okay, well...
Yes, it was the air.
He is...
The air.
Air. Let's do some damage. I mean, once I get through all of his little dudes, then...
Yeah.
Then he'll be... hurting.
Get out of luck.
I'm gonna bounce this thing now. Mill us both a couple... No! Not my petitioners! My plan is to mill out my opponents. And it's not working.
That'd be fun to see.
Well, I didn't really decide on that until like halfway through the draft. So
It's always the most satisfying way to win, anyway.
it really is.
Like,
Alright.
sorry, you ain't got no cards. I got a giant ass dude.
Exactly.
Got a giant ass.
Dude.
17. Size 17 ass.
Boom. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just end it like that. Could be... I could tap him down.
But do you kind of... How much?
How much what?
Offense you want from his defense? And then
It's based on the amount of islands that I have.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that guy does.
Yeah, so spells your opponent's cast at target Cherix cost 2 more to cast. Then I can pay 3 to give him plus X minus X until end of turn, where X is the number of islands I control. I think I'm gonna Frost Veil ambush him next turn, or I can cycle this. You know what? I'm gonna cycle it. We're cycling it. It's being cycled.
Whatever that means. What does that do?
Discard it to draw a card. Alright. My turn. Let's not attack. You've got more guys than I have. Or do I attack in... no, now you've got a bigger dude. You know what? I'm attacking. I can only change my mind so many times. But that many times is enough.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta get rid of some dudes that way.
Yeah.
Don't want
I
a
mean, if I sit
massive
back, I don't have
army.
any flyers right now. There's quite a few flyers in my deck. Oh, come on. Put 'em in front.
Put 'em
Ooh.
up. Put 'em up.
Put 'em up, put 'em up.
Mm.
We'll just hit for 4. And I think we want to... I don't really care about any of those. I kind of want to scry more than anything. So let's do that. Let's find some flyers, man. I'm assuming he's gonna sacrifice a couple of artifacts and draw a card.
Yeah. Do you have any like cancel spells in this blue deck?
Yep, I have quite a few. Oh my goodness, I don't want
Or
more lands. Get these lands
can-
out of here.
cancel. What is it called?
Counter spells?
Counter spell, yeah. Before a while. I haven't played in a while.
Yes, yes. I do
Where am I
have some
playing?
counter spells. All right, M. McClure, 2019. I'm guessing that's when it was made. You've been on here for a couple of years. I'm gonna take you down a few pegs.
When he was born.
Oh, I'm fighting against a child? No.
Born yesterday.
Oh no, that's a big dude.
Huge.
Yeah, that is. He's a huge dude.
Those
Those pirates.
still got a guy with a big butt, so
I do have a guy with a big butt. Why didn't you
fine.
attack with your giant pirate? It makes no sense. Okay, so I've got a counterspell now. This or this?
Is there any benefit to him attacking with his pirate?
I would have had to block.
Is that the 7/8 dude, the pirate?
Yeah. And I'm just gonna attack and see if he blocks with it. I mean, there has to be a reason that he put all this stuff on there.
I mean, does he have vigilance?
No.
No.
It's just if he's not gonna block with it, then might as well attack with it, right?
I've sure.
Boom. Shakalaka. Alright. I think that we will Cryptic Serpent now.
What set is that crab for?
The crab is from like the Return to Zendikar. Oh boy, what was it called? Revenge of the Gatewatch? No. Zendikar Rising? Oh no! I now know why he didn't attack with it. And what I did didn't matter. Because he has a suspicious bookcase that makes it so target creature can't be blocked this turn. Alright, well, that's one. Losing in bronze. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good for anybody.
Yes, get fucked at him. Zendikar Rising.
Hey, I said that at one of those words. At some point I said that. Okay, we'll get that card out of there. And we'll get this one out of here. And then we'll fix our lands, because, you know, we need to do that. And let's also get rid of... Oh boy, there's something else I should get rid of. What should I take out?
So many choices, but I don't know if you even drew anything enough to know what to really take out. So,
well, I did realize that Portal of Sanctuary was not that great with the amount of creatures that I have, even though a lot of them have end of the battlefield. Like this one, I could have bounced him back to my hand and then played him and scryed 2, and then done that, you know, for the amount of mana that I had. But probably wasn't worth the effort. And then, ooh, you know what? Let's throw in an island and then call it good. Playing with 45 cards. You know what? I like to live on the edge.
live dangerously.
Yep. Digital-only cards have a small arena logo in the space where the holofoil stamp normally is on a printed card. Cool.
Like they make them only for this game.
Yep. Only
Like
for arena.
they don't exist in real life.
Yep. They're not real cards.
Okay.
Hey, we go first.
You print them out and play them in a tournament.
I'm gonna do that. Now I want to do that and be like, hey, it's a real card, man. I paid good money for this. All right. Curious Pair.
It's in the mail.
I think we just sit back and then we'll counter something.
Sit back and relax.
It's a badger shark. How dangerous could it be?
A what?
It's the most dangerous thing ever. Don't you forget it.
The world.
Most dangerous thing in the world. The most dangerous thing in the world. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3. It was destiny.
Once in a couple years or so.
The sun doth shine and the moon doth grow and the glass doth grow. I said the wrong words. I'm a failure. Hey you, mill 5 cards.
As long as you say flugagoo. That's all you need.
Flugagoo. Okay. So this guy actually got a couple of adventure cards from whatever that adventure set was called. I already forgot.
Adventure set. Is it newer?
Yep.
Okay, well, then I probably don't know about it.
Oh no, I just... Disruption Protocol, why? It says it costs 2, but it actually costs 3. I am a fool. From the new Kamigawa. They returned to Kamigawa.
Yeah.
And so now they have artifact creatures and enchantment creatures and all sorts of great things happening. I wish I would have waited to play that card.
Kamigawa. Trying to remember what they had in that.
What they had in Kamigawa?
Yeah.
In the Return to Kamigawa stuff. Oh, well, Kamigawa was like all the legendary creatures.
Oh, it's like kind of Japanese sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Did that one have like channeling?
Have what?
Like channeling, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they brought that back.
Interesting. Is it still a sort of viable feature?
Yeah, they actually have the channel lands, which is really cool.
I think some of the channeling stuff in the old set wasn't like that good.
No, channel was not the best. They made it a little bit better. The main things that are good for channeling are the lands. Like they see play in every deck, at least as a one of. Even like the worst channel land is still good. And then let's see what else. There are a couple. There's a channel crab that I use a lot. That you can discard it for 3, and then it counters their spell unless they pay 3.
Okay.
That one's pretty good. There's a giant flying turtle that has 2 different channel abilities. You can discard it for 1 in a green or 1 in a blue to bounce their creature, or you can discard it for 2 and a green.
Yeah.
To return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, or maybe it's not a permanent card. Maybe it's just any card.
Is channeling sorcery speed?
Instant speed.
Yeah, okay.
And it can't be countered unless it's like it specifically says like counter an ability. It's not a spell. It's because
so that's pretty useful actually though.
Aha! I'm countering all their spells, Jordan. It's working. It's working.
Plan to stall them out.
Mill your last pathetic card. I've got 19 cards left. Mill your last card.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All sorts of Star Wars references. Mine, of course, from episode 1. Little Annie in this pod racer. It's a good one.
The best Star Wars, obviously.
It's got Qui-Gon Jinn in it, and he's pretty awesome. So I'd say so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Scoffos Warrior.
When you make Liam Neeson kind of boring, that's not so good.
Oh, he's got menace now. Fine, I'll take 5. I don't want to lose my petitioners. And they're what's milling him out. Look at that. Boom. Get rid of your Nessian Horn Beetle. Give me energy. And then we swing in for 1.
Take that.
Look at that. Look at this. It's a tight race. 16 to 15. It's anybody's game. But everyone knows the badger shark is the most dangerous animal in the animal kingdom.
Some good shit.
Even more so than the crocodile lamb. I don't know why it's a crocodile lamb, but it is. It's a fluffy crocodile. You ever seen a fluffy crocodile? Some dangerous stuff. Target creature you control gets +1/+0. Okay, ouch. You killed my flying creature that I was attacking you with. You wasted so much energy on destroying him. Ooh. That's nice. You can't hurt me this turn. You done goofed. Now, mill. 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 Okay. I shouldn't be drawing this many lands. I have way more non-lands than lands. Decline. I guess I could have scryed at the beginning of the upkeep. Okay, I guess I'll attack with my Cerulean Drake. You forced my hand. Take 1, you jerk.
You made me do this.
He did.
Now you gotta pay.
Well, he did. I have to attack him with at least 1 creature each combat if able. That's kind of annoying. Especially since he's going to pump his stuff up. Sacrifice another artifact, get that thing +2/+1. Pass blockers. I will block here and mill you out. Goodbye, petitioners. You were persistent, but that only gets you so far. Mill you 1. Oh no. It's a card you can get back. No! I've dug my own grave. Come on.
Ungoofed.
Come on, scry something good. No! Come on, give me good stuff. If it's a land, I'll be very... Oh, come on! Get out of here, land! Nobody wants you. No! Alright. I think it's over, Jordan.
Go to your homeland. Go to your home.
It actually is over. I can't block enough. Well, that was something. Alright. 0 for 2. We can't possibly lose a third one.
No. That would never happen.
Hey, we at least get a consolation prize if we lose, alright? We get 1 back.
Yay.
What cards to cut? I really should have been better about cutting things. This one's probably not good enough. And this guy's probably not actually that great in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I want this axe back in the deck. Give me the axe. Put the flyer back in.
Yeah, don't X the axe.
Get rid of the mummy. Planar cleansing probably still want. Destroying all non-land. I mean, that's just good stuff. Who wouldn't want to destroy everything? Destroy it all. Tell 'em all get lost. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And we'll run it back. Win, 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 win. Can't find your deck? Decks with a missing card, go to the bottom of the pile. We go against not the cryptic. Not the cryptic. Alright, this hand looks keepable. We just need to draw land. And we'll be good. One land is all we need. Hey, it's one land.
Hey, that's just what you're looking for.
It is. Now we get 3 energy. Look how energized I am.
I'm so pumped right now.
So pumped. Oh, why would you play Bramble Armor when you have no creatures? That makes no sense. I'm gonna attack. I don't need to scry. I've got all the cards in hand that I need. What you gonna do with your 3 mana, fool? Ripsaw, high-rise Sawjack. I don't know where I saw Ripsaw in there. Yeah, we're gonna counter that. Let's just attack. I'm feeling good. Got him on a... Now they're at 18 turn clock. You can't come back from it. You can't come back.
It's impossible. Truly impossible.
Oh, a defender with 3 toughness. Go back to your hand, you. Didn't expect the winds of rebuke, did you? Hey, we got 2 lands out of the way. Perfect.
You never expect the winds of rebuke.
Yeah.
No, nobody expects.
Nobody. Okay, let's look at the top 3 cards of our deck. And we'll put one of them into our hand. The axe, of course. Let me ask you a question. I'll go home now.
Don't quit your day job.
I don't have a day job.
Or do.
I will be starting work again, hopefully next week. Apparently I have to jump through some hoops for it. Instead of them just being like, oh yeah, go ahead and come back to work. But like, we need a doctor's note saying you're allowed to work. And it has to be 48 hours before you're allowed to come back to work. Because you went on a leave of absence.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense, at least. It's good that they want you to
be healthy.
Be healthy.
Yeah, I guess that's good.
Because normally they don't care about anything.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, I guess they're required. They're required to care, at least.
Yeah. Well, I got an email saying like, "Oh yeah, we need you to give us this information, in order to get like care for being on a leave of absence starting in August." I was like, you know what? That August is like 3 months ago. Like that. Like, and my leave of absence didn't start on August 28th. It started like on September or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's some weird stuff, man.
I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they don't have it all down.
Let's see. When it dies, return an artifact card from your graveyard. I don't have any artifacts, so I don't want to steal that. I really want to steal it. Something though.
Have you gained any more weight in the meantime?
Yeah, I weigh 147, I believe was the weight that I am now.
Good. All them muffins.
Yeah. Been eating like crazy. I think I'm going to sit back and not attack. And I'll plan on scrying and using Will of the All Hunter.
Yeah. Are you able to eat stuff you normally can't, or?
Yep, I'm eating everything. Well, the only thing I'm not eating is nuts and popcorn.
Yeah, or I think you were saying something hurt to eat, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's just like those are things that potentially could damage my intestines.
Oh, yeah.
Can
Like
slice
it
them up a bit, and I don't want that.
caught in your stomach lining or something.
One blocker to activate the ability. Let's see what we're gonna scry. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. Let's give you 2 +1/+1 counters. Yeah. Looks like you're dead. They don't really have any good stuff. I mean, I'm gonna take the workshop assistant because they have stuff to use with it. But like they could get back. I guess they don't have any artifacts that they could have got back. Ooh, they have their own Marauder's Axe. Tasty. Tasty indeed.
Give me a bite of that.
Oh, okay. Pass to blockers. Double block. You are a jerk for killing both my things, but I got my uses out of them. I've got a turtle. Maha!
I've got a turtle. I've got a turtle. I've got a turtle. Hey, 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 hey.
Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
That's right. Movie is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That turtle's got an axe. That's not something you see every day.
No.
Alright, and then we've got a griffin. It's the weirdest looking griffin I've ever seen, though. Why are they showing the griffin from the front? Why is he, like, standing there like a human? You know, you should have blocked. You should have blocked the turtle and then used your portcullis vine, not the cryptic. In the future, that's what you do.
He thinks he's people. How cute.
He does think he's people. People are people. Wait, why does it have reach?
People in the streets.
Oh, because that's what it is. Okay, well, I'm gonna attack you, and then I'm gonna bounce your land. Swinging at your face, bouncing your forest. Alright, that worked out pretty well. Ooh, a scorpion. Scary. Oh, that scorpion has armor. And an axe. That's terrifying. Get me out of here.
Don't let him sting you.
I would never. Why did I attack with... You know what? Never mind. It's not important.
You're asking questions that don't need to be answered.
Yep.
Unless I want to be embarrassed, of course.
Oh, oh my goodness. He's dual-wielding axes now.
That is scariest scorpion I've ever seen.
That's even scarier than the flying scorpion from Zendikar. Which happened all too often in our games with Kellen. Back in the day. But this guy's already dead. He just doesn't know it. My Transcendent Envoy will get in there. Fly right over the scorpion's head. Yes! Not 0-3! Woo!
Not 0-3. Not 0-3.
We did it. We did it.
We will. One win.
Yeah. Alright. Let's just run it back exactly the way we did. Claim our prize. Ooh, we won a card. Fires of Victory. Perfect. The drums and horns were expected, but the goblin dance was a pleasant surprise.
Is that something you don't have or something?
Oh, I do have it. It just was fitting. The name of the card for the fact that we won.
So, you can win individual cards in addition to packs.
Those are just like the daily prizes. So, your daily prizes on Arena, you get 15 daily prizes. It alternates from experience, money, and cards. Or actually, the cards. Maybe the cards is every single one.
Well, I guess if you don't have a set of 4, then maybe you can.
Yeah, and sometimes it's rare cards. Like I actually got an amalgam, like this flying zombie dude with exploit, costs 4 mana. He's
Prized
a
amalgam.
not the prized amalgam.
Okay.
That one's good though. No, it's the one that it counters target spell, ability, or some other thing.
That
Triggered ability or activated ability.
ooh, sounds viable in gameplay
Yes,
potentially.
indubitably. Let's put the counter spell on top. I
Smack
would.
down on him.
Oh wait a minute, I don't have the mana for it. Um, let's still have it on top. I like these cards. I like what I'm seeing. They seem like the kind of people that could use some countering. Let's play this. Let's mill 5 more cards of yours. Yeah, pathetic. You got 10 cards in the yard.
Yeah,
What were you
draw your
thinking?
last pathetic card.
Oh, ow, you destroyed my land. That was rude. Okay, well, I'm going to attack you for 2. I could attack you for 2 and 0, but, you know, I don't want to send that message just yet.
You gonna make him say moo moo?
Yeah, and I'll say nay, nay.
Nay, I say.
Yeah, let's just win Law Majors. Law Mages, you can't use that guy. That's all I'm trying to say. Clock is ticking, Lygos. You either die in 20 turns, you die in 8 turns. Whenever attack, each opponent loses life. Ouch. Let's return that to your hand. Killed both of us. No, not my dude.
What's he doing in response?
What? Oh no, I milled my card that mills 1 a turn.
Oh, okay.
It's not a good card.
Or it mills one of your cards or both?
My card mills both me and him.
Okay. You don't have anything to bring stuff back from the graveyard or anything?
No, I didn't find anything.
No. Well, you take the good with the bad, I suppose.
Yep, you definitely do. Hello, brother. All right, so he's gonna play. Ooh, Arlen's Wolf. Rawr. Can't be blocked by a creature's power 2 or less. Okay, so that's bad. And then he killed my dude. That's also bad. Well, let's bounce that to your hand. Take that, sir.
I guess you can call your brother Princess from now on, I guess.
I could call him Princess.
Just don't call him Horse. That'll inflate his ego too much, you know.
Yes.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Or was he the horse? I can't remember.
He was the horse.
Okay.
I was the cow because I wanted to be the cow.
You gained so
4,
much
5,
weight.
6, 7, 8. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. No attacks. We're just gonna stay back, sit back, and block.
Relax.
Oh, I could have countered that. No, what was I thinking? My head's all messed up. It's all messed up. Goodbye, everything. Start fresh. He does get a wolf. I just didn't think I could hold off for much longer than that. And I get Cherix.
Yay!
Yay! I've got crabs.
Got crabs.
Don't quote me out of context on that. I beg of you.
Ass.
Lygos. Bump, 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 bump. Come on, put Mogi's favor on here. Mogus's favor. That guy has no arms. Oh, no, he has arms. Oh, he does have hands. They just his hands. It looked like he had nubs for hands.
Mhm.
Okay, he gets a free swing in for 5, but next turn I'll be able to block with Cherix. I'll just have to keep 3 mana open. I will not attack. I will just end my turn. I like you way too much. I'm liking at your touch. I wanna bang, bang, bang. I'm falling for you.
What is that?
Weezer. It's a Weezer song. They're a band from the '90s. You might know them.
You may have heard of them.
You may have heard of the Sweater song.
Little indie band.
You may have heard a song called Pink Triangle. El Scorcho. All right.
Play songs in their garage.
They did. Is this a? It is a 3-drop. Yay! I'm keeping it. We're stealing his wolf.
Taking his mojo.
And I'm hungry like the wolf. I'm on the hunt. I'm after you. The smell and the sound. I'm lost and I'm found.
Goes on film.
And I'm hungry like the wolf. You're really gonna destroy my creature like that?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I don't have enough mana to make you not do that.
Can't stop him.
You can't stop the beat. Oh, yes! I got another mill card.
Yeah, yeah.
It is a beautiful,
Have
beautiful
you
mill
won
card.
by... Well, I guess you've only won once.
Yep.
And that was just by killing them. So,
I did kill them.
so
Oh, look at that. I got his land out of the way for him. You're
It's pretty-
welcome.
pretty cool to mill him, though. How many cards does he have left?
8 cards left.
Well, he's only at 5, so I don't think it'll happen.
He has a creature that can block. Unless he chooses to attack with it, which is foolish.
A creature? Where's the creature? Is he... Is it a land?
It is a land.
Okay. 8/8 a land? For that?
Yeah, it's pretty gigantic.
Hmm.
If he has something that can make it have trample, then, you know, I can counter it. But
Oh, right.
otherwise...
Is that what's near?
Otherwise,
Is that a counter?
yes,
Counter-
counter it unless it pays 4. But even if they attacks like this, like, I don't see it ending well for him, because it's not enough to kill me, so I didn't even have to block if I didn't want to. Get that turtle out of here. I don't feel like turtling today. What is your plan? All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. No, they don't. Go away.
Go away.
We swing for 5. Victory!
2 wins. 2 wins.
We're on a winning streak. We're in bronze tier 2 now. We've ranked up. I've got 2 tiers and they're both in bronze. Alright, you want me to keep going or you want to play some Gloomhaven now?
How many more games?
I can only lose one more.
Oh, you just played it till you lose?
Well, you played a 7 wins or 3 losses.
Okay. I don't mind if you play more.
Alright, I clicked it. The deck import button will pull from what's currently copied to the clipboard.
I haven't seen you play this in a while, so...
Oh, wait, I just realized that my face has been, like, covering my hand, like, this entire time. Why didn't you tell me, Jordan?
Yeah, I guess a little bit. I mean, I guess I couldn't really see. That's why I was asking about the... I mean, I don't really know what the cards are anyway.
Okay, that's
So
what I thought. That's why I thought you were asking about it. This hand looks good, except for the fact I have no blue mana at all. I like this. I like this. I like that. Do we risk it? We're going against Itchy Booty.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Risking it? All right. If Itchy Booty beats me, I'll be sad.
Scratch that booty off of this oath.
I'm gonna scratch that booty. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Got the Gloomhaven music playing in the background in my headphones because I've got that on in the background.
No. Are you just playing the music or are you playing? You have the game up?
I have the game up. That way, whenever you're ready for it, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, it's not causing any lag issues or anything?
Nope.
Good.
Not at the moment. Not to my knowledge. Let's make it a bluish, whitish fox. Because I'm playing a bluish, whitish deck. Oh, okay. Well, it's another land, but it's not blue. We're just getting ready to play Planar Cleansing. That's what we're doing. We're just getting it all set up.
Do you have one of those?
Yeah, Planar Cleansing. Destroy all non-land permanents. It's a pretty tasty card.
I like it.
I don't want to attack because your guy attacks me for more. When will mill ya? Alchemist Gift. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains your choice of Death Touch or Lifelink. Okay, so they might have some combat tricks. They might have some trixies.
Trixies up the sleeveys.
Yes. Hobbits is... Well, vampire, actually. Viz Kappa Vampire. Look at that. They have a trick.
Hobbits.
Indestructible, Scry 1. Pshaw. Discard 2 cards. Okay, buy Cherix and buy Aether Theorist. We're going to keep the mill cards in my hand. And then we're going to play them. No attacks. Auto pay. Millia.
Amelia.
A milli. I'm a mill.
Million here, million there. A million there.
I was singing "I'm a Bee" by the Black Eyed Peas, revolutionary band from the 2000s, with classics such as "I'm a Bee" and "Meet Me Halfway," and
Tonight's gonna be a good night.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. Yeah. This guy knows what's up. This guy knows what's happening. No attacks.
I'm fresh. I know what goes down.
Yeah.
Hello, kids.
What? What was that last part?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Oh. Got it. No, he's killing my dude.
As he should.
Now he's got 2 different types of treasure tokens. One in a treasure chest and one in a treasure chest with a bird on top of it.
A bird.
A bird.
Bird.
Okay. I will not block. I will mill you for 1. Come on, Schwartz. No attacks. Alright. The Petitioners just has to hold them off for 1 more land draw, and then I can wipe the board.
You can do it.
There's a battlefield, create 2 zombies with Decay. If you do, exile up to 2 cards from graveyards. I'm going to try and counter that. Ooh, he's got the 2 mana. Making him use all of his resources. What a childish game I'm playing.
Nothing more manly than playing a children's card game.
Exactly. Oh, he attacks with all of them. Well, I'm going to just block the thing right there. And then we're going to mill ya.
I'll mill ya.
I'll mill ya. I'll take all your money. I'll mill ya if you even look at me funny. I'll mill ya. Ha 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 ha. I'll mill ya. What y'all think of that? Enormous energy blade. When it becomes attached to a creature, tap that creature. Okay. That seems fine.
Just fine.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to draw a land, and if I draw a land, then I can destroy everything, including the sword.
I just noticed has a massive life gain.
Yep. He definitely does.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so let's block this thing because we can kill it. And then we'll mill you for 1. Get you down to 14 cards. Down to 6. Come on, draw a land. Land or I die.
Land, die, try.
Oh, it's almost as good as a land. I got to bounce this thing, so that's good. Bounces 5-1.
Either it helps me or just prolong my death.
Yep. I mean, if I'm guessing that he needs double white for some of the cards in his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, indestructible.
But let's hope you mill the rest of his white cards. Or white land.
Come on.
That
land.
way.
Oh, I need quad blue for that. Good game, Itchy Booty. Good game. Well, looks like I only had 2 wins in me. I think the last few times I've drafted, I've only gotten 2 wins. I need to up my draft, my limited game. All right, well, let's claim a prize, see what these packs have. Core Set 2020, that's the prize that I got? Oh, they're random non-standard sets from MTG Arena. That's cool. That is cool. All right, crack a pack. Boom. It is... So yeah, this is how the packs work, if you're still looking. It doesn't have 15 cards in it. It's only got 8. But, you know, it's got 5 commons, and then your 2 uncommons on the sides, and then the rare can be a rare, a mythic rare, or sometimes it's just a wild card, which you get to use those to open up, or to make whatever card you want.
Okay.
Which is technically better, but it's more fun to like see it, the cool card that you get. Captivating Guy. Return up to 3 target creatures to their owner's hand. That's not good. And what's in this one? And then if it is mythic, then this will be glowing red instead of yellow. Thunderkin Awakener. So all these are cards that I already have because I already have a lot of M20. So let's get out of here. Get out of here. Go on, get. And we'll switch over. Campaign. Load. Alright, what was ours? Did you have Blimbo?
That sounds like a name I would make up.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, so let's load that. Invisible characters cannot be focused or targeted by enemies until the end of their next turn. Monsters treat invisible characters as if they were obstacles. That's right. That's right. Alright, how do I